The wise only speak what they need. The foolish always say what they want. It takes only 2 years for a person to learn to speak, but a lifetime to learn to keep silent. Silence is not weakness, nor is it cowardice. It is the power of the wise to maintain their privacy. When we are young, we don't know much about the world and don't understand the hidden angles behind events or the unpredictability of human nature. We naively trust what others say and do, thinking that as long as we have a clear conscience, no one will harm us. The more we grow up, the more experiences we have, the more we understand about life and learn about the harshness of the world. Relatives are envious of each other. Colleagues and superiors compete for benefits. Friends look down on us when we have no money, the comparisons of neighbors. Even when you treat others kindly, it doesn't mean they will do the same to you. Success and happiness do not fall from the sky, but require our effort with our own hands, and mind's hard work and luck are indispensable, and you always have to be prepared for undesirable situations that may occur to have the life you want and avoid unnecessary troubles. The first thing is to keep your word. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "There's only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." So in today's video, let's delve into today's content with 7 things you should keep to yourself to become a true Stoic. By respecting and applying these principles to daily life, you not only build a strong fortress for your soul, but also shape the path to success and happiness most authentically. Let's explore these secrets and turn them into a powerful resource for personal development. Principle number 1. Don't reveal your goals and dreams. Reveal your goals and dreams. Talk to someone about your dreams, but do not reveal your life dreams and goals to the public. Stoic philosophy advises use that keeping these goals secret not only protects us from the judgmental eyes and skepticism of others, it is also a smart strategy to enhance our inner strength and focus on actual action. Imagine a seed like a dream planted in the ground where it cannot immediately see the sunlight, but beneath that soil it is safe and unaffected by storms or harsh sunlight outside. Gradually, with care and patience, the seed will grow roots, and rise strong. Meanwhile, its owner continues the daily work without the need to boast or seek attention when the tree finally emerges. It is not only proof of the effort put forth, but also a symbol of patience and belief in the process of growth and maturation. When you keep your goals and dreams secret, you create a quiet space for yourself where you can focus on action and personal development without being distracted by external opinions and judgments. This not only helps you reduce unnecessary pressure, but also creates conditions for you to be steadfast and persistent on the path you have chosen. The silence in this process is not a sign of lack of confidence or fear, but an expression of strength, confidence and patience, virtues that Stoicism praises in the end as your dreams and goals gradually become reality. It is the perseverance and silence that will speak the deepest thanks. These successes do not need to be flaunted or widely announced, as they have been proven through action and results. Looking back, you will see that it was the silence and focus on the process that were the keys to true success. Thus, keeping your goals and dreams secret is not just advice from Stoic philosophy, but also a lifestyle, a way to nurture and protect your inner strength. In silence, your dreams will become stronger, and your actions will become the loudest voice. Principle number 2, don't be a glutton. Don't be a glutton. This concept goes beyond just controlling oneself at a lavish feast or turning down visually appealing dishes from a deeper perspective. It emphasizes living simply and appreciating what we have, instead of incessantly craving more. Stoic philosophy reminds us to seek happiness in sufficiency, not in excess. When we are greedy, we not only lose control over ourselves, but also become detached from the true value of life. Greed engulfs us in material accumulation and makes us forget that real happiness lives, us in the simplest and most meaningful things. Imagine a boat drifting between two shores of a river. On one side is boundless greed, where overindulgence in eating brings temporary joy, followed by tiredness and guilt. On the opposite shore is excessive restraint, leading to feelings of DPR, privation and disappointment. Gas Musonius Rufus, a Stoic philosopher, guides us towards a balance between the two shores, a lifestyle where moderation plays a key role. Instead of making ourselves uncomfortable with too much, we should eat to satisfy and feel content. Instead of filling ourselves with drinks, enjoy them as part of the experience, not as a barrier on our journey. A true Stoic understands that by limiting themselves, they not only preserve their health and intellect, but also nourish their soul. They find joy in sharing rather than hoarding, in connecting rather than isolating. This does not mean they forsake all of life's pleasures, but that they learn to enjoy them consciously and with control. Ultimately, refusing to be a glutton is not just advice. It's a lifestyle, a commitment to oneself and the Stoic values we uphold. It's about accepting that happiness is not about where we go, but how we get there. And in each step we learn that sufficiency is not about having much, but about desiring less. Comment: sufficiency is not about having much, but about desiring less. If you agree with this perspective of ours, principle number 3, don't be ungrateful. The ancient philosopher Epic, principle number 3, don't be ungrateful. Epictetus once said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." This eternal wisdom teaches us to be grateful for the blessings in our lives. Simply put, ingratitude can manifest in many forms, from overlooking the kindness of others to taking our daily comforts for granted. Being grateful does not mean denying difficulties or pretending to be happy in all situations. Instead, it is about recognizing and appreciating every experience, thereby learning to accept that not everything is within our control. When we stop and appreciate what we have instead of what we lack, we open the door to inner peace and true freedom. In today's world, where comparison and desire are constantly fueled through social media and media outlets, it becomes even more important to stand firm and not complain about what we lack. Stoicism reminds us of the power of focusing on what we can control, our attitude and response. On the contrary, becoming ungrateful only blurs the value of what we possess and leads us into a vicious cycle of never being satisfied. We need to understand that gratitude is not just a virtue to have, but also a powerful tool to face challenges, turning each experience into a part of the process of self-improvement and growth. When we choose not to complain and to be grateful, we not only honor life and what it brings, but also create a strong, resilient soul, ready to face and overcome any hardship. This is the true essence of a Stoic, not just living to exist, but living a meaningful life, cherishing each moment and turning every challenge into an opportunity to become better. Principle number 4, don't be too focused on the future, We often find ourselves standing at the brink of the future, where eyes full of expectation look forward, where dreams and hopes shimmer like stars in the night sky. But amidst that twinkling light, we easily overlook the gentle, warm glow of the present lamp, where we truly exist. Great Stoic thinkers like Epictetus remind us of life's aspects. Worrying about things beyond our control, such as potential future events, past occurrences, or the thoughts and actions of others, can be a source of unnecessary stress and unhappiness. He said, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." For instance, life is full of events that are beyond our reach, from unforeseeable events to the attitudes and reactions of those around us. No matter how much we try to change them, their actions are beyond our power. Moreover, the future always holds surprises, making it impossible to predict every situation. It is most important that we learn to face and adapt to these uncontrollable elements, not try to manage them perfectly. When we spend too much time worrying about what is yet to come, we not only create unnecessary pressure on ourselves, but also miss the opportunity to experience and appreciate the beauty of life right in front of us. Instead of focusing on the uncertainties of the future, pay attention to improving yourself every day through learning, training, and enhancing our understanding of the world around us. Remember, the future is a blank page. Even though we can predict or plan, life often writes unexpected stories that we cannot foresee. So live for the present with acceptance, patience, and gratitude. Comment, "I cherish life in the present," if you have received this valuable lesson from principle number 4. Principle number 5, don't speak ill of yourself. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman. Principle number 5, don't speak ill of yourself. Emperor and Stoic philosopher advises us, don't be overheard complaining, not even to yourself. This is a reminder that we should care for and nurture our own souls. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes that even in absolute privacy, we should not allow ourselves to fall into the trap of complaining. For every complaint is a step back in the journey of self-development and maintaining inner peace. The Stoic philosophy does not deny the importance of self-awareness and self-critique. We are encouraged to look at ourselves honestly. However, the difference lies in how we use these insights to foster growth rather than to belittle ourselves. When we choose to speak words of praise instead of criticism, we not only boost our own confidence and self-esteem, but also open the door to progress and learning. This does not mean that we deny our mistakes or flaws. Instead, we learn to see them as opportunities for learning and growth. By stopping the act of speaking ill of ourselves, we not only liberate ourselves from the shackles of insecurity and inferiority complex, but also create a positive space for our souls to grow and shine. You begin to see the true value in every lesson and every challenge, and learn how to transform them into stepping stones for success and happiness at its core. Refraining from self-deprecation reflects the deep respect you hold for yourself and the limitless potential to become the best version of yourself. Before we move on to the remaining 5 principles of today's video, we would like to express our gratitude to you. Your presence here indicates that you are ready to embrace these lessons to better yourself on the journey to becoming a true Stoic. So let's focus our minds and turn our attention to the next 5 principles. Principle number 6, don't be a big mouth. A big mouth located at the heart of Stoic philosophy. Restraint in speech is not just a sign of maturity and self-control, but also an expression of deep respect for oneself and others. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This reminder is not only theoretical, but also the essence of living a life where listening is prioritized over speaking. Let's turn to the story of a man named Mike, who carelessly revealed information about an upcoming project during a gathering with friends. Only later did he realize that his actions had inadvertently caused serious damage to the company. When the information leaked to a competitor, his initial pride quickly turned to regret as he recognized the value of keeping his words under control. This was a costly lesson on the power and consequences of speech, a lesson that every follower of Stoic philosophy should strive to learn and practice. We are reminded that silence is not only a tool for protecting important information and relationships, but also a way for us to listen and observe the world around us subtly. By choosing to listen rather than speak, we open up space for self-growth and profound awareness. This is an important part of the journey towards self-improvement. Therefore, avoiding becoming a blabbermouth is not just a minor piece of advice for daily life, it is a core part of becoming a true Stoic. Through this, we learn the value of silence, self-control, and the importance of respecting the privacy of oneself and others. This restraint is not only a demonstration of wisdom and inner strength, but also a deep respect for the rights of others to be heard and understood. Principle number 7. Avoid complaining for a happier. Principle number 7. Avoid complaining for a happier life. Life, we all complain from minor events like disagreeable weather and work not meeting expectations to troubles in a relationship, but in the quest for happiness and peace. Stoic philosophy emphasizes a valuable lesson to avoid complaining. When we complain, we not only leak precious energy, but also blur our ability to see the light in every situation. Stopping complaints not only helps you create a more positive space for yourself, but also spreads that optimism to those around you. Life, with all its ups and downs and shades, becomes more beautiful when we view it through the lens of gratitude and understanding. Therefore, my advice to you is to live optimistically. Optimism is a beacon of light for the soul, helping us overcome the darkness of disappointment and challenges. Optimism is not about denying difficulties or suffering, but choosing to view every situation positively. Trust in your abilities and inner strength to overcome challenges. Here are 6 tips to help you cultivate an optimistic spirit. Practice gratitude. Start each day by listing 3 things you are grateful for. This creates a positive attitude from the beginning and reduces the urge to complain. Change perspective. When faced with a difficult situation, try to see it from a different angle. Ask yourself what you can learn from this situation and how it can help you grow. Set positive goals instead of focusing on what you want to avoid. Set positive goals to aim for. This keeps your mind focused on creating positive outcomes rather than spiraling into negativity. Limit exposure to negativity. Stay away from people and situations that make you feel negative. Instead, seek resonance and inspiration from those with positive attitudes and viewpoints. Practice self-awareness. When you start to feel like complaining, stop and ask yourself why you feel that way. This helps you understand the root of your emotions and how you can deal with them more healthily. Look for solutions, not problems, when faced with a challenge. Focus on finding solutions rather than dwelling on the problem. Ask yourself what you can do to improve the situation instead of wallowing in complaint. Optimism and stopping complaints not only make your life better, but can also improve your mental and physical health. By taking these small but powerful steps, you can begin your journey towards a happier, more peaceful life, true to the Stoic spirit. So, like the video, if you've learned the lesson of avoiding complaints for a happier life,